You know, this is one of those matchups where I've always felt, like last season when Menat was really cheap, I always liked watching it because it was one of the few matchups where she kind of had to slug it out, if that makes sense. This is a matchup that's always been a little tough for her. Mostly because his Seismo and Jump Fierce. Those are the two options that are very good in this matchup. Yeah, huge jump. Build the V-trigger. This could be the end of the round. No orb. Caught the meaty. That's dizzy. Like I said, it's bad. I'm kind of with you. Yeah, this season, Menat is definitely not the same kind of character she was last season. Takes a lot more work to get W's. Particularly for Sako, who is so good with V-trigger that it really feels like without having two activations around, his comeback potential is a lot lower, so a lot more of this match needs to be won on the ground, which she can do, obviously, but, you know, it's a little scary. Damn, the Jump Fierce. Separated from the orb again. This is rough. Her buttons definitely get beat up by Seismo, and he has an uppercut if she jumps, so his options are just very solid. Here, you block it out. He has V-reversal. That's an instant overhead, but no combo. And look, that's your orb for the round. If this orb doesn't win you the round, well, he's going to get the combo off this. He's got another grounded orb. Release? No, he wanted it for the mix-up. Yeah, it's plus. Overhead, nice block. V-reversal gets beaten. EX uppercut. Nice. Yeah, you need that orb sequence to work if you're Sako. If it doesn't, the rest of the round's pretty scary with... If he doesn't spend all those resources on defense, like, then... Necalli's gonna have full V gauge, full meter. Oh man, caught a meaty. Oh no, one more for Dizzy. Yeah, the jump is important. Her jump is floaty enough that, you know, even though she jumped and got the sweep, she didn't really get much out of it. Great position for Machabo still. And V-trigger's not quite there. Yeah, you could check that. Close Seismo again. In this matchup, you tend to build lots of V-gauge because she just ends up getting eaten up by lots of Seismos trying to hit her buttons. So you see how early the activation is for Necalli in this matchup. Wow, use the V-trigger stomp. You don't see that too often. Yeah, he's not using the breath. You don't really see this. I guess maybe in this matchup it's okay because you can pick like different ranges for her and maybe go over her buttons. Yeah, you die to counter hit medium punch here. You die to crouching medium punch. Nice, that's pretty decent damage. That's, yeah, it adds up. He's got one more bar. Dude. Yeah, Machabo a little antsy, I think. He didn't want to throw Seismos. I think maybe afraid of a jump, so he kind of dashed and got a little too obvious on the approach on the ground. Does Necalli build extra gray life in V-trigger? Do you mean like does he take extra gray life? No, but building when you take gray damage, it builds your V gauge because you know it's like damage it's temporary damage that builds your V-trigger gauge. But if you build it back, it's just free gauge for you. So every time you block a medium or heavy button and it's Necalli, and that doesn't turn into damage that you take, it's great. Yeah, you see how he's trying to crowd her here when the orb is not in her hands? Man, it's kind of a slugfest. Like I mentioned, this is one of the few matchups that really feels like this character, Menat, has to slug. And for that reason, it's one I like watching because it's kind of a weird playstyle for her to have to play. I think Sako's okay at that, though. Oh, mix-up? Cross-up. Didn't get a combo from it. And now the orb is separated, although he has defensive orb release. Yeah, you see both wake-up options. He did backdash plus orb release. First one gets crushed. Second one gets out, but yeah. Yeah, if the gray damage you do is based on the damage of your normal, I believe. So yeah, I mean, it's probably a little bit of extra. In general, he just does a lot if he does medium, medium, medium over and over, you know? His buffers into the EX orb have been great, but that's a clean jump, and it gives him V-gauge. Combo? Yeah. You get crouching medium punch into V skill after that, or another orb if you have EX gauge. Yeah, Seismo is great for that reason. You get great damage from it, and it beats a lot of her buttons. And it builds your V gauge. Wow, defensive orb release, no combo. Those misses count for so much in this version. And they're not easy to do in the first place. Yeah, Machabo now, you just need Seismos and uppercuts. You don't need to do anything crazy on the ground. Seismos and uppercuts. Yeah, trade on the jab. He doesn't have V-trigger, or he doesn't have critical art, excuse me, so no kill there. You see how he's doing these close dive kicks to beat the Seismos? If you're Machabo now, you want to bait those and try to get an EX uppercut. Damn. Yeah, back to character select for Sako. Doesn't switch though. He stays with Menat. He has Kage in his back pocket, but Kage, I don't know if I'd like him in this matchup. You got to play a little kind of a close game, and I don't know if I love that style against Nikali. He kind of eats up any character that has to play his range alive, you know? Wow, try jump dive kick probably to beat the anti-air. Nikali's jumps are very good in this matchup. Her anti-airs are usually pretty solid. Her crouching heavy punch is a great grounded anti-air. Orbless heavy kick is a pretty solid anti-air. But against Nikali, it's, you know, yeah, it's tough. Alright, what do you have here, Sako? Oh, shit. That looked like it was about to be fucked up, but it wasn't too bad. Orbless standing medium punch is also plus. Mix up for the kill. He had to respect the critical art because wake up critical art into orb release was an option. Yeah, he doesn't have critical art to chip, but he's getting pretty close. Huh? Huh? What was that? I guess we saw Gotchkun do the same thing in the Angry Bird set. Man, that button is so good. It's great against almost every character that doesn't have an uppercut. If you have to ground it anti-air that move, I feel very bad for you. Yeah, you're dead. Walk down stand medium kick against Menat, scary. Her jumping fierce. His jumping fierce against her, scary. Seismo against her, scary. There's a lot of things in this matchup that just are like, you have to be in constant vigilance to try to see it. Damn, caught her in the orb recall with standing medium kick. This is bad. Yeah, tries to jump the command throw, then gets command throwed. Guess for the round. Oh, boy. Wow, cornered himself? He's not dead quite yet, but... Oh, shit, what? Backdash orb release there was interesting. It almost looked like a cool bait, but... Yeah, orb release defensively to beat the jump, and yeah. Jump back jab. This is played very, very well from Machabo. And it's not an easy matchup for Sako. Yeah, caught him counter hit. Command throw, guess for the round. Oh boy, he has 2 bars? I don't know if you can even spend 2 bars as Nikali here. Yeah, you just get 1. Good block on the overhead. That's a punish. I don't know what the reset was gonna be, but it's okay. What's better than okay is Java Stroph's 3 months. Thanks very much. This is a great position for Sako. There's not really a lot of room for him to wiggle and play Seismos very well. The jump right here is the only big thing you gotta worry about. Ah, the drill spacing. Thanks very much, Japtastrophe. I appreciate you. Damn. The spacing was a little too high. What is good about Nikali? A lot. Seismo in this matchup. Damage output, jumping heavy punch. All of it's very good.